Robin Crumb Hewing is a career cattleman who is also bottling cold-pressed coconut oil on site of the beautiful Greencastle estate. He took us through the process of harvesting his liquid gold.
We're looking today at Greencastle Organic Coconut Oil Operation, virgin cold-pressed coconut oil. There are 3 steps in the production of this coconut oil. The first is to grind the coconut flesh from the shell. If you are going to, as the coconut develops, you start with the water, and as the coconut matures, the water gets less and the flesh gets wider. When the coconut is ready to reap as a dry coconut, as opposed to a jelly coconut, this is what it looks like. And this is the flesh that we're going to see being ground out, which then goes to a drying table, which reduces the moisture content to approximately 16 to 18%. This is the ground product that you will see behind me being ground out of the husk. And this will be going to the drying table. Now going to go into the drying tables. This will remain on the drying tables until there is a satisfactory level of moisture content remaining in the ground coconut. This should be between 18 and 16%. And here we see Marcia Sinclair, who is in charge of the operation here. She is trying to speed up the drying. The fresh flesh is put at this end of the table, and as it is turned over, by the time it reaches the end of the table, it will have reached a stage which it can then go to the press. The construction of this drying table is a tunnel that goes up the middle where the heat goes, and the top 9 inches is a layer of stone, and that heats the stone, and the heat that comes through the stone is what provides the heat to the table itself. So it's not direct heat coming from the fire, but it's being sort of filtered through the layer of stone which is all the way up the table. A lot can be done with the shell. Because it's so useful in the oven, because there's a fair amount of oil actually in the makeup of the shell itself, so it is very flammable. These 2 ladies are totally responsible for the oil production system. The only other person that we have working in this operation is the reaper, and he will be reaping between 400 and 700 coconuts a day, depending on the area that he's reaping. This is Mr. Evan Gardner, who is our coconut reaper and coconut husker. The job he is doing now, husking, is to a person who doesn't know what he's doing, can be quite dangerous, because that point that he's using to split the husk can go through the palm of your hand very easily. He makes it look so easy. When I first came to this estate, I thought I would try and see if I could husk a coconut. And after about 10 minutes of blood, sweat and tears, I still had not got the full husk off. So I appreciate that it's a definite skill. For instance, the last fortnight, he reaped and husked about 2,100, 2,200 odd coconuts in the last 2 weeks.
The tantalizing fragrance of coconut oil is just one of its benefits. Coconut oil is free of bad trans fats. It also has the benefit of having a high smoking point. Previously maligned, new research has found, as Jamaicans already know, that coconut oil is a superfood with many advantages. Coconut oil can prevent heart disease as it does not raise cholesterol. It helps reduce inflammation and immune responses caused by allergies. It can boost metabolism and help with weight loss. It is also used to help with thyroid problems. It helps to heal wounds and reduce acne. This superfood oil can also kill certain bacteria, viruses, funguses, yeast, and other disease-causing germs. Research is also showing it has the potential to be an effective tool for fighting HIV infection.
This is the final stage of the production of the oil. This is a screw press. The shredded coconut, after the level of moisture has been reduced, comes here in this drum. It is fed into this hopper here and trickles down through here to the screw which is along here. The screw presses out the oil comes out down this spout, goes through this strainer into a collecting drum here. Those are waiting for the Greencastle organic label, which is going to say that it is virgin cold-pressed coconut oil. Based on the demand, farm gate, which people drive in and buy it at the site, I would say that it has a tremendous potential, both as an oil for cooking and more an oil for the aromatherapy spa business.
Look for cold-pressed organic coconut oil to reap the most health benefits from its use.
The thing about coconut oil is that its shelf life is very long. You'll notice that if you buy your coconut oil in November, December, January, February, when it's a bit cooler, once the temperatures drop below 75 degrees, it will solidify and you'll see your oil has turned white. If you like to call that coconut cream, it can be easily spooned out of the jar and used for frying the same way you would pour in the oil. Or you can put the bottle under a hot tap and it will soon turn back to oil.
Our congratulations to Greencastle Estate for organically producing this old-time Jamaican superfood. Contact Greencastle Estate for more details on purchasing their cold-pressed coconut oil.
The uses are almost endless, really, and the demand in Jamaica certainly is such that it is, although we have a lot of inquiries from abroad, there's very little chance to stockpile enough of it. Our operation here at Greencastle is really one that is only